All righty, everybody. Welcome back to Generation X Nation. First things first, I want to thank again everybody who has subscribed to my channel. I do my best to reply to everybody. Please keep subscribing. Please keep sharing. And you can also follow me on TikTok. I do a lot of mostly political commentary, but it's not that long. And I do some current events there too. And my TikTok is Generation X Nation at TikTok. You can find me on TikTok. Please go there and start liking my videos and stuff there. Again, I don't ask for any money. I don't ask for any donations. I just ask that you support the channel. I do enjoy doing this. I try to upload at least once or twice a week. A couple of different programs that I like. I don't bombard you with a lot of stuff, but I try to make my commentary interesting. And with that being said, you saw the thumbnail. We gonna talk about Never Ever Met on the OWN network. This show is about, as I said before, people who have met online and dated online, FaceTimed online, but never met each other in person. And it is getting juicy, okay? Cautionary tale here. This is one reason why I don't always agree or think it's okay to date people online, because online you could be who you want to be behind that screen. But let's move on. First things first, again, everything on my channel is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. I do all of my commentary based on what I see on the show from week to week. Do not have a dog in this fight. I'm, as they say, on the fence all the time. If you good, I'm going to do a commentary about you being good. If you're bad, I'm going to do a commentary about you being bad. Don't know anybody personally, so my opinion is just that, my opinion. Okay, with that being said, we're going to go down some of these couples lists. It is 7 couples in this house. And they've been dating from, I think, the minimum is about 3 to 5 months up until close to 4 years. And you can imagine there's a lot of stuff that they're not telling each other online that's coming out now that they're in person. Child, let me tell you. This video gonna be a little longer than most of my videos. I try to keep them short, but this one right here, I got to get into just a little bit in depth on some of them. Not gonna be boring, but I just need to talk about it because it's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna start off with Charlie and Jared. I talked about them in my first 2 videos. There's nothing really new, no new updates for them. They came on the show, they let everybody know they've been together for 4 years, online dating. Then they exposed that Jared had a 6-month-old and Charlie had a 1-month-old. I gave my opinion about a person who leaves their 1-month-old to go on a reality TV show. Sounds like thirst to me, but I digress because I don't know if I would do that. She's literally pumping milk in the other room. So she's lactating while she's on the show trying to find the next man. Okay. Jared did accomplish his goals. He wined her, dined her, charmed her right out of her pants. They end up going to the boom boom room / intimacy suite. And I think he got his goal accomplished. He did say in the 2nd or 3rd episode, he wasn't going to marry her when they left there, even though she said she got a 5-bedroom house or a 6-bedroom house big enough for all their kids, her 4 and his 2. Jared had already checked out. But I guess he felt, hey, look here. I came all this way. I got to get something out the deal. So, hey, by the end of the day, he was able to get what he wanted to get from her in the intimacy suite. The next morning, she's sitting on her bed, all refreshed, glowing and everything. He's happy. And the sad thing is, she don't know that was his only goal after he found out about those 4 kids that she had that he did not know about. So I kind of feel bad for her watching this show going forward because she's probably seeing this stuff happen in real time. Didn't know it was happening at the time she was in the house unless she found out at the end. Jared, you's a smooth criminal, but you ain't worth 2 wooden nickels, son. Okay, enough of them. Next couple we're going to talk about is Brandon and Kiki. They got over their issue with alcohol, Brandon being controlling. They talked to the therapist, and the therapist decided, to allow Kiki to be Kiki, let her get through some things. Brandon was okay with that. Seemed like it all worked out great. Brandon did let the Kiki know, hey, my mom was an alcoholic, and that's the reason I was so concerned about your drinking. Now, The therapist, since there was something else going on, she'd allowed Kiki, Brandon to leave and asked could she talk with Kiki alone. And then here come Kiki. And this is why my thumbnail says, never ever tell the truth. And this is a house full of liars. Now, Kiki decides she wants to spill it to the therapist, the counselor, what's really going on besides her mother passing away. Kiki was still with her ex-boyfriend, who she kept mentioning subtly on the show, but she finally broke out the truth. She was living with him for the last 8 years. And her and Brandon been talking for 4 years. Now y'all do the math. She was living with him for 8 years. Her and Brandon been talking for 4 years. There is some overlap. She admitted that. They literally just broke up 4 months ago. Brandon has no idea. He thought that she broke up with him 4 years ago when they started talking. Imagine being played for 4 years. Okay, you talking about Brandon being controlled and complaining about him. You're holding back lies once again. When Brandon found out, I think he's going to leave her. I don't think he's going to stay because to me, 4 months out of an 8-year relationship, you only been separated for 4 months. There is feelings still there. She seems like she still has feelings for her ex. Seems like she was still a little in love with him. I don't know. But he seems to be the focus of her attention and not so much Brandon. Brandon is a rebound guy she's going to have fun with. She decided to come on this show, have some drinks and party. That's what she keeps saying anyway. She's not on here to be serious about this relationship. And this what I be telling you guys. Some of these people get on these reality TV shows because they want to be famous. They're really not into the show. They just dare to be there. If you don't believe me, go watch Married at First Sight. I could do commentary after commentary on that BS. Nobody on that show really wants to be married. But they do it because they know in 90 days they can get a free divorce and nobody gets to take anything from them. But I digress. So the counselor looks at Kiki like, hey, that's kind of odd. You ain't told this guy that? She said, no. That's the next couple in the house that's lying. So now we have the first couple, Charlie and Jared. He didn't accomplish his goal. He's never going to marry her or move in with her because he's not raising 6 kids. That's lie number 1, but Charlie doesn't know. Lie number 2, here comes Kiki and Brandon. Brandon really likes Kiki. And the whole time she been playing him. Wait till he find out. He's going to, trust me, if Brandon stayed with her, I'd be surprised, but I doubt it. The next couple who's lying in the house is Tatiana and Clay. Now this fool ran around that house acting like he was a vegan the whole time because Tatiana's a vegan. You have to be some kind of sinister, diabolical person to put up a lie like that, fake like you don't eat meat. And then every time she's not around, you're sneaking off in the corner eating meat. And she catching you. And she realized that you're doing it. And then the other castmate comes in and says, hey, I made him a ham and cheese with bacon and salt, toasted the bread in the bacon grease. I'm like, dude, if she doesn't eat meat and you're eating meat, she is going to sense it and smell it on you the minute you come around on your breath or something. Because meat does have a smell after you eat. Good Lord, you can't find any dumber people. And I'm not going to call anybody dumb. But just the fact that you tried to pull this off, and this is what I'm talking about, people. You cannot believe anything come out of some of these people's mouths that you meet. Check, double check, fact check, Google schmoogle, look up the police reports. Be your own investigator. And I hate to be that way, but this day and times, you really have to do that. 20 years ago, maybe not. But today, you do. Anybody that will lie about being a vegan. And then the lady says, hey, everybody I dated, it was cool. They ate meat. I did. I didn't eat meat, but they did. It doesn't bother me. It's the lie. He doesn't get it. It's the trust factor. So they finally have the conversation. He admitted it. I guess he's going to try to take it slow and maybe transform into a vegan. But you don't have to be a vegan because your mate's a vegan. You don't have to do that. That is really up to you. But I guess he's trying to prove something to her. And she keeps telling him, you don't have to prove that to me. So they get past that. They get back on a good footing. But then in her back of her mind, she's always looking at him sideways because he's lied. He came in the door lying. So there's a trust issue there. Another thing I keep saying, You have to be upfront with people because once you destroy the trust, that's it. So he has another lie. According to him, his ex-girlfriend just happened to pop up in his life after about 8 months of or so living on the other side of the coast. He's in Georgia, she's in California. She pops up at his apartment and just happened to pop up and live with him for a while and just happened to pop up pregnant. You know, there's a process to you getting pregnant. So she just didn't pop up pregnant and he's like, I don't know if it's my baby or not because she popped up here. Apparently y'all was intimate and then she got pregnant and he didn't know if it was his baby or maybe the guy or whoever she was with in California comes out as his baby. The baby's 6 months old. Now, if Tatiana done got pissed off at you about you eating freaking bacon and cheese sandwiches and tuna, turkey and cheese, what do you think she gonna do when she found out about this baby that's 6 months old that you are lying to her about? There was a small issue of trust when you was eating meat behind her back, but this is a whole human being. But what gets my head spinning is this is the third human being in this house who have lied about having a child. Is it embarrassing to have kids anymore? I mean, my Lord, Charlie comes in with 3 extra kids he don't know about that she's been lying about. Her boyfriend comes in with a 6-month-old she didn't know about, and now you got a 6-month. It is 3 people in here who have lied about their children. Ladies, listen up. Public service announcement. Never date a man who do not claim his own seed. Never date a man who's ashamed of you to tell you he has a baby. I don't care if you got a baby. Tell me. If I talk to you and say, you got any kids? And he say, I got 2 or 3. At that point, it's my decision to if I want to further this relationship or not. But hiding your kids is the most deceitful thing you could do to a person outside of cheating. That's ridiculous. You hiding your kid to get into a relationship, or you hiding your kid because you want to sleep with somebody? Never do that. Never disown your children like that. That's a deal breaker for me. I don't know about you new generation people, but I'm out. Somebody do that, because if you lie about that, you'll lie about anything. Alicia and Irving, they've been together for I think about 5 months. That is a very, very toxic relationship. Very. Irving and Alicia, that's the guy with the long, he has the long dreads or whatever. The problem with that relationship is Irving came in there, again, everything I say is alleged in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. Irving came into this house unsure about Alicia because according to him, another lie, Alicia didn't know, but she probably found it out watching this recaps, the show as it airs. His ex had popped back up in his life. And according to him, they had been together for a long time. And she was his ex-fiance. And he really loved this girl. She was the girl for him. The way he talked about her to those guys, I could tell that's who he really wanted to be with. But for whatever reason, it seemed like she might have left him. So she pops back up, or either he chased her down. He kind of explained the story different. The first time he said she popped back up like she reached out to him. The second time he said, oh, she liked a picture that I had on social media. So maybe you reached out to her. But either way, she's back in the picture. And you seem to still have some unresolved feelings for her. So to me, you came to the house to make a decision to see, was this girl Alicia you're going forward would be your future, something new, or you want to, as they say, circle the block again or spin the block again or whatever and go back to the person that stole your heart 5, 6, 7, 8, 11 years ago. And since Alicia kind of got under your skin, and I think you pushed it a little farther than you should, because everything she did or said to you, you use it as an excuse to, I don't know, just to kind of chew her out, or in a sense. Now, I will admit, Alicia was a little bougie. Alicia kind of overplayed her illness, kind of used it as a clutch. She was a little bossy. When she went in there, was telling people how to prepare her food. But I get it. If she has an illness that really causes her some type of pain or discomfort, if certain foods, she can't eat certain foods, I can understand if she say, hey, I can't eat this or that. But Alicia, also, you're not the only one in the house. So maybe You should have told the network so they may have had some special food for you prepared because of your illness if it's that bad. I mean, being a vegan is different. You can eat, they're going to have fruits and vegetables and things like that. But if you have specific stuff that you cannot stomach, for instance, if I have nut allergies, then I need to go in there and say, hey, you can't make anything that has any type of peanut oil, anything in it, because I have allergies to peanuts. So if you make that, let me know if peanuts are in this or any peanut oil, and I won't eat that particular thing. That's different. And maybe if you came at them that way, due to my illness that I have overcame and I'm trying to keep myself healthy, certain things I can't eat that's cooked in certain types of products. So if you cook this in this type of oil, just let me know, and I will pass on that and eat something else. You came in here telling them how to prepare your food. They're not chefs. So I think that initial incident in the kitchen when they were making the food gave Irving a reason to start disliking her. And then when she came off from the pool that day when Kiki and Brandon was having their thing, she just removed herself like, hey, I'm trying to chill in this pool, give me some sun. And they out here going back and forth. I don't want to hear it. Then when she walks in the house and she hear Brandon's talking to the castmates, the other housemates, about his conversation with Kiki, I think she was right a little bit, like, hey, don't talk to them. Go out there and talk to Kiki. Because we're in the house for each other, not for other people. But it's okay to get advice from other people too. So I see it both ways. But he came in here chewing her out like she did something wrong. I didn't think she did anything wrong. But now it all comes full circle. You were treating her like that for every little infraction that she had. You were making it so big because your heart wasn't really in it once your ex came back. She came back right before you came to this show. So you came here to see if Kiki could be the one, or do I need to go back and circle the block with my ex because I still love her anyway, or do I start new with somebody else? This right here was your deciding factor. Not Kiki, I'm sorry, Alicia. The only thing is Alicia didn't know it. That's it. But I'm not saying Alicia was nice and pleasant all the time. She did have somewhat of an attitude. At the end of the day, he snapped. She couldn't understand what was going on, and he left. And I guarantee he got on that plane and ran into the arms of his homegirl that he been in love with forever. I hope she don't break your heart this time, Irvin. I hope it was worth it. We'll talk about Alexis and Craig. They seem to be getting along just fine, so I don't have anything negative to say about them. Whatever issues they had on the first episode, they have seemed to work it out. And Jay and Cinco, again, they work their issues out too. Those two are the two that I see in the house who have a chance of making it. Outside of that, Brittany and Ty, that's the last one I'll talk about. Ty likes to be the center of attention. In Brittany's confessional on the very first episode, she said, Ty has promised me he gonna cook for me, gonna bring me breakfast in bed and everything else. I don't know if Ty's a sous chef or a head chef at somewhere, but he does love to cook. And that's his way of showing appreciation to people. And that's his way of showing love to people. He seemed like the person in your family, whether it's the uncle, the brother, the mom, the aunt, who loves cooking for everybody, grandma, because it gives them joy to feed people. And I think that's what Ty likes to do. Now, the only issue I see with Ty is he wasn't paying a lot of attention to Brittany. And I understand that. Brittany said, hey, I done flew all the way out here to meet you. And you're so focused on making friends with people in the house and cooking for them, you forgot the purpose of you being here was to connect with me. I should be your friend. So when she asked him to get her something to drink and he snapped about, I got to do this and put the pasta in here and take this person this and that, and you worried about a drink? Yes, she was. Because nobody told you to do that. All the men decided to cook for the women. So you could have asked some guy, hey, could you wash the grill? I'm going to go inside and do this. And when I come back out, I will bring you your wine. Or I'm going to bring my girl a glass of wine. Because all she said, when you go in the house, bring me back a glass of wine. She didn't ask you to do open heart surgery. And you snapped on her. But I'm glad you kind of get it when y'all went to, sat down and talked about it. I guess went to the counselor. She kind of gets it. He kind of gets it. You were not focused on her. You were so focused on pleasing everybody else and having everybody in house like you and feeding them and laughing and joking and not being serious. And you forgot you here for Brittany. You were literally here for Brittany, Ty. You should be laughing and joking with Brittany. And Brittany is like, okay, I get it. You're funny. You got a great personality. You love to cook. But I need to get past that layer and get deeper to who you are. You haven't told us nothing. You know, I don't even remember if you told us how many kids you got. I don't remember if you told me, what you did as a child, what you do for a living, what's your religion, how do you feel about men and women roles and traditions. We haven't heard nothing from you. All we heard was jokes, laugh, and you cooking every day. So I can imagine what Brittany going through. Because again, we only get the edited version. It's probably more than that. So Ty, you got a good girl who's willing to sit there and work it out with you. Focus on her. That food ain't going nowhere. You can cook every day, but when you cook, go over to your woman and say, hey, do you want something special? Do you want me to cook your food a certain way? Okay, as soon as I put this on the grill, I'll be over here. And Brittany, go over there to the grill and help him a little bit. And y'all can talk and do stuff at the same time. You don't have to sit at the pool and just watch him cook. Go over there and say, hey, I'm going to sit over here with the grill and help you out. Go get y'all some cool, get them a cool beer. You get you a cool glass of wine or a daiquiri, margarita, whatever you drink, and sit there and talk to him while you're cooking. You still talk and have conversation. You don't have to just sit there and let him do all the cooking and you not say anything, Like he said, you're in the pool, and I get it. It was hot. Hang out in the pool. But while you're in the pool, you're talking to her. You should have been on the other side of that pool talking to him while he was grilling. Got to compromise just a little bit, Brittany. I know you want him to cater to you, but you also got to give him a reason to do that, okay? And Ty, maybe that's why you ain't married in a relationship, because you have no clue how to handle a woman, how to treat a woman at this point. You may be a good father, husband back in the past. You may have been a good man back in the past. But I'm talking about present right now and what they have shown us on the TV screen. You are really out of touch and what your woman was needing from you. And I get it. The purpose of you guys going on there is to get to know each other. And you have counselors and stuff to help you. But you got to do better, Ty, because I promise you, another man could have swooped right up and rolled right off on a white horse with Brittany and left you at that damn barbecue grill. That's how much attention you was paying to her. And if that's how you go around doing your women, it's probably why you still single at this age of 44, 45, however old you are. Okay? That is my quick synopsis. I didn't want to make it too long. Like I said, it's 7 couples in this house. Out of the 7 couples, there's 2 couples that are on the right track who I think might make it. Not 100% sure because we still got more episodes to go. So far, the lines have not been cracked. However, the other 5 couple are sitting in there lying to each other every day. And this is my cautionary tale when I say it again, as I said in the beginning. Be careful dating people online who live in other cities. If they don't live by you, close to you, or in your same city where you can meet up, find out who they are, and go about your business if need be, these people have wasted as long as 4 years of their lives with somebody that they didn't even know. In 4 years, you should know a person well enough to know if that's going to be my baby daddy, my baby mama, my wife, my husband, girlfriend, fiance, whatever the case may be. 4 years should tell you just everything you need to know about a person. But you had a lady that hid a whole pregnancy online. A whole pregnancy. And then 2 men that hid babies. Both those guys got babies at 6 months old. Jared has a baby that's 6 months old, and Clay has a baby that's 6 months old. Come on now. Like I said, Alexis and Chris and Jay and Cinco will make it. The rest of them, I don't know. I don't think Brittany and Ty gonna make it, but we'll see because the leopard never changes spots. Ty is chilling out for now, but I think Ty gonna turn back to Ty pretty soon. He gonna be Ty because you can only fake the funk for so long. But those 3 people who got babies out there they lying about, I don't think those relationships going to stand the test of time. And the one young lady who's only been broken up for 4 months, but has this man thinking they've been broken up for 4 years, that means for 3 years and 8 months, you was living with your boyfriend, according to you, and talking to him on the side. How can I trust you? You will be gone. And with that being said, this is Generation X Nation. You guys got to watch the Never Ever Mets on OWN Network. I'm telling you, it is good. Okay, and for you young people out here trying to date, especially in this new generation where everybody meet people online, DM people, inbox people, and all that stuff, this is a great show to see how fake people can be online. I still believe in meeting people organically. I don't care at the grocery store, at the car wash, at the movies, at a dinner, not so much at a club, but at art museum, walking through the park, you can meet people anywhere. In school, wherever, at the hospital. Genuine people. Genuine people is the difference, okay? I believe in that, and I believe it's still out there. So don't be so rushed to meet somebody online, get a plane ticket, and fly out to see them. It's not a very safe thing to do anymore these days. We watch the news. And that's just my public service announcement for you. Be safe out there when you're doing it. This is Generation X Nation, and I am going to sign off now. But I want each and every person to know, once again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, subscribe. I appreciate people who said, hey, I just found your channel and I love it, and I'm going to subscribe. You don't know how that makes me feel, because I've been grinding for a long time. Y'all see how many videos and shorts I done put out. Go in there and look at some of my old stuff. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Share the video with somebody. Hit the notification bell. Okay? With that being said, again, everything on my channel is alleged, in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. You guys go out and have a great rest of your day. Peace. Just Generation X Nation, and I'm out.